Hey everyone, we have another amazing poker video for you and you don't want to miss this hand. Our hand today is taken from the 2018 Triton Super High Roller Series and we started the hand with Jason Kuhn under the gun, raising to 13k with 5-6 of hearts. Not a great position on the table, so with such a hand, this kind of raise comes to play with as few players possible. Also, when you raise big, other players, not always, tend to put you on high cards. So, if Kuhn flops a good hand with low cards, maybe not a lot of players will put him on a hand like 5-6, but on high cards like an ace, king, or some kind of a pair. Other players fold their hands and we get to Fua, who decides to call with 6-8 of spades. Kinda splashing the pot, no?
Don't splash the pot.
Now, unless you're a pro or a gambler with a lot of money to back you up, it's best to fold such a hand when there was such a big raise to 13k. It's not a bad hand, but it's medium at best because a pair won't be enough and running for a straight or a flush when someone raised to 13k is way too expensive. But this is a high stakes game and these players have a lot of money, so it's gambling time. Also, I can understand playing with 6-8 suited. It's not like Fua entered with 2-7, known as the worst hand in poker.
Paul says he's set hunting with 8-6 suited, trying to put some mind games on his opponents.
I had like 33% in my folio. Now I have less.
There are a lot of people who wanted to keep 25% of their net worth in cryptocurrency when it was $1,000 a coin, and within 6 months it's $20,000 a coin, and now.
Toned 1 with the ace-10 calls as well, a medium hand, but we know Dwan plays with any hand and folding an ace when such an amount is in the pot is not an option for him. Elton with king-7 of diamonds calls as well, and now we have 4 players in this hand, a bit too many if you're a player in the pot, great if you're a viewer. Now, I wouldn't have called with a hand like king-7 even if they are suited. It's way too expensive to run for a flush, there are 3 other players in this hand that can catch anything, and even if I flop a pair of kings, it's not necessarily enough with a low kicker as a 7. I'm assuming Elton called because there's a lot of money on the table, so there's a chance to win it. Other than that, I see no reasonable idea to call here, but if you do, feel free to comment us.
Their net worth in it, unless they want to pay short-term capital gains tax. So they got to hold on to it for years. So if that's the case for you, there's a lot more gambling in crypto than there is in poker.
Yeah.
Kuhn flops a straight flush draw.
Short deck. 6-9 is a straight.
Looking for the 9 of clubs or the 9 of hearts or the 4 of hearts right now. Love to see a straight flush in our big cash game. But Tom Dwan's got the best hand. He's gonna bet.
The flop comes 8 ace-7 with 2 hearts. We've got ourselves an interesting flop when all 4 players in the hand flop something. Elton has flopped a pair of 7s, Kuhn with a straight flush draw, Fua with a pair of 8s, and Dwan with a pair of aces. Elton is first to act and checks. Kuhn checks as well, although I would have semi-bluffed here with such a hand to try and fold other opponents from this hand. Fua checks as well, and Dwan with a top pair knows that it's time to bet when everyone checked. No free cards on the turn. So, Dwan decides to bet 24k and we start another round. Elton can call here to see the turn if it improves his hand, but in my opinion it's too expensive and it's best to fold here. It was best for him to bet the flop and not check passively and now have the pressure of Dwan's big bet.
Nut flush draw right now. He's actually gonna make the call, or is he check raising? He's gonna make the call with bottom pair. He's very suspicious of Tom. They've got a lot of history, but Jason Kuhn actually might check raise here. He can put a lot of pressure on these type of hands. Yeah, he's going to raise to 100,000. I mean, he's stuck about 800,000 euros, so I can see why he wants to raise and just put a lot of pressure. I wonder if Tom Dwan can read into this and maybe call a flop check raise and kind of see what happens on the turn. But I think he's going to let it go. The way he's grabbing his cards. Actually, no, he might call. Tom's thinking about what happened previously. Kuhn bluffed off a lot of his chips. Would Kuhn actually try and bluff off more chips?
What happened this hand? What happened on the flop?
So he's gonna let it go.
Half pot.
Elton decides to call with the low pair, but given the stack he has next to him, he's willing to chase the turn here. Now we see Kuhn's strategy, as he didn't only check, but he check raised to 100k. So he lured Dwan to bet here and then raised 4 times his bet. Great move to win the hand right here and now. Fua folds and we go back to Dwan, who maybe puts him on a possible set? Dwan smartly folds his hand, because although he has the top pair, his kicker is weak and Kuhn is representing a very strong hand here. Even so, it's way too expensive to call and not too many outs for Dwan to really improve the hand.
Pair.
Not cash.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think.
240.
Maybe Elton's gonna call here. With just bottom pair. No, he re-raises to 324,000. This is
Turn your mark up.
Yeah, good.
a weird play.
That's crazy.
No, turn it off.
We go to Elton and we're expecting an easy fold now with his low pair, but he decides to free bet to 324k. This is a huge and unexpected move by Elton, and Kuhn now has to decide whether just call and see the turn, or maybe even go all in, as he has a lot of outs here with a straight flush draw. I'm wondering what Kuhn is putting Elton on with such a bet. Pocket aces? Pocket eights? So, even if he has flopped the set, Kuhn has a lot of outs to win with his draw. Maybe he's afraid he has a higher flush draw? Ace king of hearts perhaps?
Play.
That's crazy.
No, turn it off.
It might be like a little bit
I
low.
mean, don't say anything.
Wow. Jason Kuhn, though, I mean, he has a very good hand. Just 6 high, but he's just got 55% chance to win. I think he's just gonna call and see what happens on a turn.
Like super crazy.
He doesn't think Elton will ever fold to a shove. He actually would. So here comes the turn.
Check call better.
You will not?
Elton trying to decide what Kuhn has.
手指啊，哪个指啊？
Turn is a queen.
Kuhn only checks to see the turn, and we get to see the queen of diamonds, which now gives Elton the nut flush draw, so you know he's here to stay all the way now.
The queen. Elton has the nut flush draw of his pair of sevens.
He 3-bet? Or what happened?
736,000 in here. Now, Elton was pretty much giving up, but on this card,
And
he actually might shove.
And the full cost will come this.
Elton's trying to represent a set or two, like ace 8 or ace 7 right now.
Way late.
I'm not sure what he puts Kuhn on right now, but he knows Kuhn lost a million chips. They've never played before with each other, I believe, with such big stakes.
Did you play two
You have
rounds
much
from me?
now or no?
I would love to see Elton ship it all in here.
Nikita? Should I take Solomon?
I will firstly bust it.
The way Elton played the hand, man, I really can't really put him on a hand. It just seems like
The 25k
we
is
called a
it
bet,
starts today or
got
when is-
check raised by the pre-flop raiser,
I mean, it's part
and then
right?
re-raised to 300,000.
About it.
This company.
So he's gonna bet.
Oh, but
He's gonna bet a lot. He's just gonna shove them all in. Okay, he shoved in
you know this guy Mangano?
390,000.
No, I forget who.
He's got 540,000 behind.
Elton, with the pair and nut flush draw, bets 390k, putting all the pressure on Kuhn. Kuhn now is in a serious dilemma. He's already invested so much in this spot, he's putting Elton on some kind of a hand, and he himself has only the draw. Folding now is not an option after putting so much money in the pot, and calling is actually chasing your card. Maybe shove all in here to make Elton fold? Although no flush or straight to any player at this point, so not sure Elton will fold, investing a lot of money in himself.
Playing him online.
A half pot bet. Jason Kuhn's got so many outs, but he's only got 30% now.
Forget who was talking about that.
No, we would have.
It's Russian. though.
Jason Kuhn's got position,
All today.
so he technically can call.
For like,
I would never shove in Jason Kuhn's spot because he has no fold
it's
equity,
Russian.
so he should
It's from
only call with position.
more the west side.
I don't think I ever seen or any.
Jason Kuhn,
West side, east side.
already down like 800k right today. He can get all his money back in his hand, or he can lose €1,000,000, possibly more, because I think they were deeper.
400K or something.
He makes the call. There's not very many chips remaining.
Kun calls to see the river, praying to catch one of his many outs.
There's not very many chips remaining.
You know,
Elton. 1.5 million. This pot could be bigger than the last pot we just saw.
played with him enough that I don't think he's got a soft roll. Let's just put it that way.
Rivers a 4. Jason Kuhn makes the nut straight.
I don't see how he could heads up game.
There's 1.5 million in there.
The gods of poker hear Kun's prayers as the river comes a 4, giving Kun the straight and the best hand, and he knows it. Elton must bet here to try and win the hand, continue representing a big hand and keep the pressure on Kun, although he has no idea that Kun has the winning hand now.
5 million in there.
Here.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the way, but
I'm sure. I think it's fine. I don't think he's using any.
Jason Kuhn is so relieved to see the 4. Elton trying to decide if he can make a bluff.
I was like, what do you mean? Like,
Just a pair of 7s.
I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I had the same kind of thing, but further away. What do you mean? If I lose this, I'm dead. What do you mean? Hold on.
Jason Kuhn just praying for Elton to shove.
So
it's always possible. 30 seconds.
Elton realizes Kuhn only has a third of the pot remaining.
Usually playing slow in cash game, right? But it's
Just super slow. It's not just max.
I mean,
So he checks, he gives up.
Elton decides to give up on the hand and checks. He's feeling that if Kun hasn't folded his hand up until now, he's probably having something strong and he can't make him fold the hand. Kun, with the best hand, tries to get more value from Elton, and the way to do it is to bet, make him call or even raise.
Jason Kuhn can have 6-5 of hearts, then that means he could have 10-9 of hearts as well, right?
pressure is like kind of relaxed.
So,
and, okay, how much is in it?
Technically, Elton
Yeah,
does
I don't know.
beat
If you wanna play with
a
it, yeah.
couple hands.
So, Kun shoves here all in for another 574k. Nothing to lose, but maybe try and win some more.
Elton trying to decide what hands he can beat. 10-9 of hearts, the most likely hand he can beat. But if he has 10-9 of hearts, his opponent can also have 6-5 of hearts, which is what he's up against.
Huh?
It's very few hands he actually beats here.
I wouldn't say good. I didn't
guess-
even play for like.
10-9 of hearts and King 10 of hearts. Jack 10 of hearts. If that's assuming they played the hand this way as well. I mean, he really wants to make a hero call, a pair of 7s, but it won't be good. Because if Jason Kuhn had a hand like King Queen of hearts, he'd probably just check it back because usually he's up against 2 hearts himself. So nice fold.
Elton folds the hand as he only has the pair of 7s, and it's unlikely that Kun bluffed him all the way to the river or has a lower hand. And just like that, with the weird play by Elton, who should have folded such a hand like King 7 from the start, Kun wins no less than 2.1 million euros, one of the biggest pots ever televised in poker history. What do you think about the hand? Would you have played with Elton's King 7 hand as well? Do you think he risked too much with the hand? Did Kun play smart chasing his outs for so much money? Write us in the comment section and let's talk about this amazing poker hand. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed the hand and I wish you all to play for such huge pots. We would love to hear your own thoughts and insights, so leave us a comment below. For more interesting and entertaining videos, please like our videos, share, comment and subscribe to View on Poker channel, and we'll keep uploading more interesting poker hands for you on a regular basis. Have a great day.